So as we saw in the last part, Sukuna ripped Yuji's heart out of his chest after kicking Megumi's ass. Sukuna swapped the body with Yuji, and after that, Yuji made an agreement to bring Yuji back to life. He returned, naked and alive. After that, we saw two ugly, disgusting curses talking with Geto Suguru. Meanwhile, Jogo's hot lava was spreading terrible heat around the restaurant. Just then, the waiter appeared before Geto, wondering why he hadn't placed an order, but he burst into flames instantly. At the same time, Jogo started burning every person inside the restaurant, turning the place into a horror house. As the useless waiter tried to escape, she fell flat on her face. When Jogo agreed to eliminate Gojo, he burned her worthless body into a pile of ash. Inside a private building, Gojo was telling Yuji that he would train him in using cursed energy for close combat. However, when he asked Yuji if he could use cursed energy in physical combat, Yuji remembered managing to do so during his battle with the special grade monster. Hoping to see for himself, Gojo told Yuji to punch him with cursed energy. But as Yuji threw a punch without any power, Gojo realized that Yuji had no control over his emotions. To help him train, Gojo showed him a bunch of plot development movies and introduced him to a cursed doll that would punch Yuji if he started losing his emotions. A few hours later, as Gojo was ready to leave, he asked Yuji if he had agreed to a contract with Sukuna before being restored to life. However, Yuji's memories had been erased, and he couldn't remember anything. That night, while returning to Jujutsu High, Gojo sensed the presence of a cursed demon and decided to exit the car just as a Gichi drove away. Gojo landed before the demon but wondered who it was. Without hesitation, Jogo summoned a volcano behind him, unleashing a mighty blast that nearly burned half the forest. When it was over, Jogo thought Gojo had been annihilated and believed it was easier than expected. But as the smoke cleared, Gojo emerged from the blast without a single scratch. As Gojo prepared for battle, Jogo summoned ember insects and commanded them to attack. However, Gojo stopped them with a barrier, and the collision wrecked the road behind him. The insects started making weird noises and exploded into flames, but Gojo remained unscathed. Frustrated, Jogo ran at him, burning Gojo's head with fire and hitting him with a powerful cursed energy attack that blew up the entire place. Impressed with his own power, Jogo thought Gojo was dead for sure, but as he began to leave, he discovered that Gojo was still alive. Gojo mocked Jogo's weakness, wondering how a special grade curse could be so feeble. When Jogo questioned how Gojo had survived, Gojo revealed that Jogo had never made contact with him and had only touched the infinity between them. To demonstrate, Gojo asked Jogo to grab his hand. As Jogo tried, he realized it was impossible to get closer as he was being infinitely slowed by Gojo's barrier. Mockingly, Gojo told Jogo not to be shy, as it was embarrassing for him too. Realizing he was absolutely screwed, Jogo was punched deep in his core, coughing up cursed liquid. Jogo discovered his attack couldn't even penetrate Gojo's barrier. Gojo followed up with massive blows and kicked him away. Gojo explained that infinity exists everywhere, but his technique brings it into reality. Using convergence and divergence, he then activated his cursed technique reversal, red. At that instant, a red light exploded into a massive wave of energy, destroying the forest and sending Jogo flying through the trees. Jogo tried to escape. Gojo knocked him back with another massive strike, dragging his face across the ground. When Jogo unleashed cursed energy, Gojo appeared behind him and kicked him into a lake. While Jogo lay there, Gojo decided it was the perfect time to teach Yuji. When Jogo woke up, he noticed Gojo had appeared with Yuji. Earlier, Gojo had teleported Yuji to a private building and discovered Yuji was already learning to control his emotions. Gojo told Yuji he would teach him the pinnacle of jujutsu battles, domain expansion. Yuji realized they were standing on water. Jogo mocked Gojo for bringing in someone who might slow him down.
大丈夫でしょ。だって君、弱いもん。
Unfazed, Jogo activated his domain expansion, Coffin of the Iron Mountain. This technique, the essence of jujutsu battles, is an innate domain constructed with cursed energy, guaranteeing attacks to always land. However, when Gojo emerged unscathed, Jogo realized he was in deep trouble. The most effective way to counter a domain was to expand one's own, Gojo explained. The more refined domain would dominate the space. Jogo unleashed all his flames to burn Gojo to ashes.
Domain expansion. Infinite void. Ironic, isn't it? All you can do is die peacefully. But I have some things I still want to ask you. So for right now, I'm going to let you off the hook with just this.
But when the domain shattered, leaving only Jogo's head intact, Gojo demanded to know who his allies were. Meanwhile, two other enemies watched from the mountains, realizing Jogo couldn't escape alone. As Geto began to leave, Hanami decided to rescue Jogo and vanished instantly. Back in the forest, Gojo tried persuading Jogo to confess his plans, but a mysterious flower landed before him. It cast beautiful blooms around them, enchanting their minds. Gojo snapped out of it, only to see a long twig raise Yuji into the sky. This allowed Hanami to escape with Yogo's head. When a tree monster appeared to devour Yuji, Gojo slashed through its spikes and burned it instantly. With the enemies gone, Gojo wondered how Hanami had managed to sneak up on them, admiring his power. He then promised Yuji he would become his personal trainer and make him stronger within a few weeks, preparing him for the upcoming exchange event. Meanwhile, in an alternate dimension, Hanami brought Jogo back. A mysterious man expressed relief that they had survived. Geto reminded them why they needed to seal Gojo and revealed their ultimate plan would go into effect on October 31st in Shibuya. As Mahito agreed, the scene shifted. Alright guys, the next part of this documentary will go live the day after tomorrow, so please subscribe to our channel for more anime content. Till then, check out these videos.
I fly with you.